Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and this is your weekly tarot guidance for the week of February 29th through March the 6th of 2016. Now, I have to say, by now you have to just be feeling it, okay? It's eclipse season, all right? The eclipse isn't this week, it's next week, but I have to tell you, the things going on around you, the things going on in your own life, yeah. I would suggest that you also listen to my Love and Finance Tarot guidance that I put out for this month, because it talks a lot about the energy of what's going on, just in case you don't get as much from this week as you hope to know about the month of March. Very interesting. There's also a special tarot guidance for the solar eclipse on the 8th, and I will do one for the lunar eclipse on the 23rd as well. Now, okay, this week. Wow. You know, after everything you've been through, you still have so much love to give. This is good. I can't even say how wonderful this is, because I'm aware of how much so many of you have been through. So the fact that you still can have compassion for another human being, instead of being all about me, or something like that, this is good. You're able to help others. And I see some other things going on here too. I have a feeling, and I think this has a lot to do with the eclipses, all right, that there are new people coming into your life, and some of you may see them appearing this week. It may come through a casual introduction. You may be somewhere. I'm seeing social activities where you come in contact with others, and I don't think that these are people that you previously knew. And if you only saw them before, now you're actually meeting them and getting to know them better. Interesting. I don't know how that plays out further down the line and what it has to do with anything, but this is one of the things that eclipses tend to do. They take people away, and they bring people in. They bring in new situations, take away old situations. So keep this in mind. I have a feeling that these people are here to assist you along the way as your life recovers from the things that have been happening. And it's been a long haul to get to this point. It really, really, truly is. Oh, my goodness. So there has been a lot of patience associated with this to feel like you can initiate a recovery for your life. How can I put this? It's not because you haven't recovered yet, all right? But you've made it so far. Like you have survived so much. And that is here as well, that survival and that determination to get through, how much you've had to power through, and really having to balance, okay? This is important right here. Having to balance your beliefs with what is really going on, okay? In other words, you can't just listen to me and 20 other people each day and think that that means that whatever's wrong in your life is going to get fixed. This is all about you went out, you did the work, you made it happen. Because one of the things that you have to remember, people, is that we are all spiritual beings, but we're human. We are human, okay? And if you get caught up in that spiritual world and forget about the human side, your problems are only going to escalate, okay? They're not going to go away. So this is about balancing between the two in order to be able to recover. So it's good to have beliefs, and okay, it's good to believe in something no matter what you believe in. And I firmly believe we all believe in something different. No two people share the same vision as to what life is all about. And that's what makes it such a wonderful experience. However, now, like I said, getting through this, it's time to get stronger as an individual. And this is all part of the process, all right? What did it take to get you this far? What area were you weak in before that you needed some assistance in boosting, yourself up and really becoming a stronger individual? Because this is what is happening. Okay? This is what is happening. Now, I want to say that there is a little time out here somewhere with this social thing that I see, because not only do you connect with new people, but you also connect with past people. You know, a lot of comings and going happening here. Like I said, we're coming into eclipse season. So anything is game. Anything, you know, anything is fair game. Anything can happen. But you're going to find that there's some very positive moments in this week. Very positive moments. All right? I like this a lot. Now, one of the things that you're going to come to realize is that when it comes to your own happiness, and this has to do with what I was just talking about too, with the beliefs and, you know, being human and everything, that you can't attach your happiness to another individual. Being happy is all about you. It really, truly is all about you. No one else can make you happy. And you're going to say, oh, no, Cecilia. And it's true. You know, another individual can come into your life that just brings this ray of sunshine that makes you feel wonderful. And I hope that everyone experiences that and it happens. But if you are not ready for it, it will be fleeting and it will be gone. Okay? So this shows me you having to become that strong individual who can sustain such a good relationship. Okay? We've talked before about timing and things of that nature. And, you know, that kind of a relationship that you're hoping for, that will happen when the time is right. I think that there are many of you out there this year who are finally going to get what you have waited so long to have in your life. So, you know, patience is required for that, but it will be well worth it. Believe me, it will be well worth it. Now, stress. Who out there has had any stress? Oh, my goodness. Of course, I think everyone, right? Absolutely everyone. And, you know, part of the stress has come from holding on too tightly. Okay? Too tightly to things, to memories, to, you know, relationships, to certain jobs that needed to go, people that needed to go. There's just so many things. And for each of you as an individual, you should be realizing now what this thing is. What are you holding on too tight to? What do you need to cut away? You should finally have that clarity. Okay? You should finally have that clarity, because as you're coming into March now, you should begin to have a picture of, you know, the vision of your future. You may not know yet what it is that's coming in, but it's that feeling of like your ship is coming in. You can feel it coming towards you, what you need. And it involves security. For some, it's financial, okay? Taking care of financial situations to make sure that, you know, certain things never happen to you again. Okay, that's good. For others, it's emotional and mental security. And I have a feeling for many of you, it's a mental security, even if it's also financial or emotional, because these situations have created this stress. So a lot of the stress has become mental. But you're going to see this week that it's possible to move away from it. And, you know, whatever it is that you have going on, whatever your personal story is, or whatever's happening. So I like this. All right. Delays. No. The universe says, it's karma time. All right. We're going to get things moving and we're going to get things going. So be ready. So you're going to start to get little tidbits of what is possible. That gave me the chills. You know, I don't like that. Sometimes when you get little tidbits, they're like a tease, and then they're gone. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh my goodness, because, you know, it's like a person or a situation or something comes into your life that maybe shows you, maybe gives you that glimpse of what it would or could be like, and then boom, yeah, all right, well, we just showed you that. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm calling them like I see them, and I'm like, oh, that's just not right. And, you know, I see it here. Like all of a sudden, everybody's going to go, Cecilia, help. Guess what just happened? Oh my gosh. Tell me. Tell me, is this person going to come back? Is this going to happen? I thought it was going to be this way, and then boom, I can see nothing about where I'm going. Oh my goodness. You know, it's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. You really have to try very hard. This is the part that's hard. Like, because everybody wants to protect their heart, their soul, and, their emotion. So it's not it kind of is a defense mechanism in a way. But sometimes blocking things out can prevent you from reaching your goals. And I see guidance being necessary. Now, that doesn't mean guidance from me, because I have so much to do. I'm not trying to get thousands of people to contact me all at once, believe me. But what I see here is that, there is certainly someone who's a trusted individual that you can talk to, because you need some guidance, all right? I think what's happening here is that there's this whole unknown territory. Did I say it earlier? I've lost track. but it's that fear of the unknown. So you need an experienced individual to talk with about whatever it is that your issue is about. It could just be finding a trusted friend. I really don't know, because each of your stories is different, but I just feel like this is important to helping you, because things that start happening, like when that pace picks up, it's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? What am I supposed to do now? And then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know what's on the other side of that, and you're trying to hold it back. But why? Very interesting. I'm sure I'll get a lot of messages, people talking to me about this. This is the most bizarre sounding weekly I think I've done so far. But we are coming up to what will be a big turning point in your life. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I really feel it is the week of, 6, 7, it's like I think the 14th through the 20th, maybe. However it is I do them. I don't have a calendar in front of me, so I'm guessing at those dates. I think that's the pivotal week this month. All right, smack dab in the middle. Jupiter, I think it's Jupiter trine Pluto. All these things you've been working on, you're going to find them happening. Now, I didn't mean to jump ahead, but I feel like I needed to tell you that. That's where I'm at with this. I feel like that's your pivotal week this month of what's taking place. But right now, you're like, oh my God, like I got a glimpse of the future, and I'm not sure I can even handle it. I don't know what's out there. So find someone to talk to, okay? Because, there is so much karma involved in this week, and it's all about timing, okay? The timing is finally right for things to move forward. And I don't get that. I'm like, why? Why can't everybody just have what they wanted back when they were ready for it? Why? But there's some huge, huge divine intervention coming in toward the end of the week, more than likely. And, you're finally going to see clarity with your plans, all right? You've been working on these plans for a long time, all right? So you're going to see clarity. You're going to see success. And you're going to go, oh my goodness, I think I'm going to make it. I think I'm going to make it to the other side of this. Wow, this is really interesting. I'm enjoying this myself. Now, I'm going to pull a few more cards, because this whole time you're going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I don't even think I've ever done that on any of the tapes. But the thing of it is that you're trying to remain cool as a cucumber. It's like you're on the inside going, oh, I don't know if I should talk about this. All right, can it really be that this could happen? Is this person really in my life? Is this event really in my life? I've waited a long time for this. How is it even possible? Oh my goodness. For some of you, it's downright legal, okay? Like, as in legal papers of some sort needing to be signed, not necessarily needing attorneys involved. It could be anything. You may be buying or selling a home, or selling something where you have to sign a deed or a title. Lots of things happening here. Lots of things happening, and you might know that they're coming. Wow, I am just amazed. That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh my God, oh my God. There it is. Drastic, drastic change. It's coming for you. And whew, major chills. Major chills. But you're gonna be like, wow. What happens feels fair. Okay? It it's one of those things where you've tried everything in your power up until this point to work out this situation and make this happen, and it just didn't. And then all of a sudden, boom, okay, fine, you can have it. Say what? Yeah, that's what this week is about. And I'm going to stop there. It's crazy. Totally, totally crazy. So, anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful week. And you can message me, all right? I'm always here to talk. I have a hard time sometimes seeing Facebook messages right away. So have patience with me getting back to you. But take care. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you here again next week.